I feel so strongly about this, guys. I want your comments and your posts below. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear your opinion. I am furious about this. Let's get right into it. For those of you who don't know, my name is Greg Wyke. I'm a comic book artist, writer, and director from BeyondComics.tv. I want to comment today about this guy, Hartley, being fired. He played the character of Ralph, Elongated Man on The Flash. I'm a huge fan of the show. I thought he's like the next Jim Carrey or whatever on the show. It breaks my heart that he said these horrendous things. They are unacceptable. They are terrible across the board. I read the tweets. I read what he said. Just to quickly summarize, he referred to a woman's chest as boobs. He said he's scared to say any kind of bad things or Al Sharpton will come after him. He just did a lot of negative stuff that was not funny. He was trying to be witty and funny and humorous. It's not freaking funny. It's not humorous. It's awful. It sucks. It's not cool. Okay? But he said it back in 2011, 2012, 9 to 8 years ago, almost a decade ago. All right? So should he be punished and fired and have his name destroyed today? I want to bring up 3 points. First of all, he could kill himself over this because they're destroying him. And he doesn't seem to be that way today. He seems to have learned from his stupidity. He seems to have grown. But people are erasing his growth, specifically those who fired him, the big TV network executives. They fired him, right? And this is happening a lot. Sometimes it's appropriate, sometimes it's not. In this particular case, I have an idea. I want to think outside the box. I'm a problem solver, somebody who tries to think of solutions. I don't like this witch hunt. Who's searching, seeking to find negative information on a lot of these celebrities? First, they went after Kevin Hart. Now they went after him. They went after the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. They're looking, searching. Somebody is searching to tear these people down. And I want to say for the record, everything they said online, horrendous, unacceptable. But should we erase the human being who has grown, who has made progress, who has begun one way and transformed into something better? Those who deserve to be forgiven, maybe we should forgive those who deserve it. Maybe. They didn't kill anybody. They didn't rape anybody. They didn't murder anybody. They didn't burn a house down. They said stupid things that they thought were funny. It's not funny. A lot of these kind of guys think they're being funny. It's not funny. It's not acceptable. What they said is wrong. That's not what this topic is about. I don't like the direction that society is going, trying to punish those who have not committed physical harm. Those who just said stupid comments. It's comments. They're not psychologically terrorizing anybody. They said stupid things. Human beings start out being born with a brain that's empty, and things get filled. It starts to get filled over time. Unfortunately, some people's minds get filled a little slower than others. There's no room for any negativity anymore. But I don't think that we, as a society, should destroy. I think we should build up. So here's my suggestion. Number 1, find out who's trying to tear people down. What's the agenda? Why? What are they looking for? Why are they taking the time to go through someone's tweets? Do you know how long it takes for me to go through my own tweets if I want to go look for something from a month ago? That's ridiculous. Who's going to sit there and scroll from 2020 all the way down to 2011? That's crazy. Who's doing it? So let's, number 1, find out who the hell is trying to tear down these people. Okay? Number 2, how about we take him off the show for a couple of episodes and then bring him back? Okay? And how about, he goes on and talks about his stupidity. Okay? In public forums. And uses his salary, because he makes a lot of money, to donate to those in need. Sick children, sick animals, to fund research against cancer. Those guys on those shows get paid a lot of money. Let's utilize their resource as a means to help other people, help society. Listen, I feel very similar about this in regards to prisons. I believe that the only people who deserve to be behind a jail cell, a prison cell, caged, are those who are evil, that try to cause harm on innocent people. Evil murderers who attack children. put them in jail, get them out of here forever. But somebody, let's say a 35-year-old guy who's quietly sitting on his stoop smoking weed, why put him in the same prison with the murderers? That's ludicrous. There has to be levels. The punishment must fit the crime. As long as the guy is not, drugged up out of his mind and not addicted, he's just an adult, maybe he has some injury or something, he's taking it, fine. Even though it's not my thing, I don't smoke, but hey, a lot of people do, that's fine. As long as they're an adult and not harming anybody. You see my thought here, my philosophy in regards to trying to do good. And again, with this actor, let's utilize his resources. Hey man, you said some bad stuff. We want you to do something good for the community as a symbol of solidarity to do something better. Let's turn that negative into a positive. So you said stupid things, you were really dumb back in the day, you tell the actor, and you say, hey, now you've learned, hopefully. So let's see what you're going to do to improve. That's the kind of mentality I like. Turning that negative into a positive. Let's do something better. Let's help people. It's very frustrating. And again, what do you guys think? Do you think that what I'm saying makes sense at all? Or should we just lump everybody into a prison cell? Should we destroy his career and ruin his name for all of eternity? All of eternity. There's no reason why he couldn't have been reprimanded privately, dealt with, and then he comes out and he himself says, hey, listen, guys, I was really stupid back in the day. I said some dumb stuff. Now I've learned. All of us are growths in progress. Okay? I don't know how you guys feel about this, but there's a saying. There's only one race, the human race. Neil deGrasse Tyson says we're all made from the same stardust, literally, for real. I think that's a beautiful sentiment. All people are brothers and sisters of Earth, specifically. Let's help each other. Let's do the best we can to make our lives easier for one another. Life is very challenging and difficult to get through. It's very difficult for a lot of people. I mean, my God, the kind of loss and sadness that people have suffered, it's awful. I've had my own terrible loss, terrible injuries, almost died in the beginning of the year from an anaphylactic reaction. I remember sitting there being fully conscious as I'm dying. And the doctor said, he's got 14 minutes to live. That was an awful experience. But things like this wake people up. When I was younger, I was so naive, so innocent. I thought, hey, everybody's good. Everybody's a good guy. Then I started learning, hey, some guys are not so nice. And then I was like, hey, what's corruption? What's that? I was so naive. I didn't know. I thought there's bad guys and good guys, and that's it. I didn't know there's any gray. I didn't know what was happening as I was growing up. I started to learn. It took time to grow, to improve. This guy, I've never said the kind of stuff he said. It's inappropriate. It's wrong. But his upbringing is different, So maybe he's a little slow. Okay, but should we destroy him? Take away his entire life? Smear his name? It's a witch hunt. They're going after him. They went after Kevin Hart. They went after the director for Guardians of the Galaxy for all the things that they said in the past, years and years ago. Stupid, humorous comments that were not funny, but they thought it was funny at the time. Listen, everything those guys said online, horrendous, bad. But should we destroy them and not give them an opportunity for redemption? I believe try to give those who have earned the right of forgiveness to give them a chance at redemption if they have earned the right, as long as they haven't caused permanent damage to anybody, as long as they haven't physically harmed somebody, burnt a house down, raped, killed, murdered, as long as they haven't done that. Okay, if they just said some stupid bad things and they're not like psychologically torturing anybody, but they just said stupid things they thought was funny and they didn't know better, let's give them the opportunity to try to improve, hopefully. Let's see who they are today. If this guy said that stuff today, out. Okay? If he killed somebody, out. That horrendous, corrupt police officer who literally murdered poor Floyd with his knee, put that guy away in prison forever. He's a freaking corrupt cop. He gave a bad name to every innocent, peace-loving person who's trying to help people. He's a bad guy. Bad guy. Out. This guy, this actor, said stupid, inappropriate, bad things. But should we destroy him and take away his life and smear his name and go on a witch hunt to kill him and do this with other people and other celebrities? To my understanding, he didn't physically harm anybody. He's just really inappropriate and not doing things that are funny that he thought was funny. So let's punish him. Let's take his paycheck and let's give it to other people in need. That's a solution of positivity. That's building up the society. Let him talk to people. Hey guys, I didn't know better. Let me try to tell you how I've grown, how I've learned. Again, people are works in progress. We all are growing and learning. So I think that would be a better solution. I want to know if you guys agree. Do you think the guy on the stoop smoking a blunt should go into prison with all the murderers and killers? Or do you think there should be different kind of punishments? The punishment should fit the crime, different levels. Do you think we should blacklist this guy for all of eternity for his entire life because he said stupid crap almost a decade ago on social media that he thought was funny that wasn't funny? Or should we give him a chance to see who he's grown and become? People grow. I just don't like this punishing mentality and what it represents. Please post your comments below. Subscribe and follow for updates, guys. I really want to hear your thoughts about this because I feel very passionate about it. And I just wish that people could come together in a more peaceful, productive way and not tear each other down. There's so much hatred and bullying online and in person. It doesn't do good for anybody, man. It just doesn't do good for anybody. Let's try to find creative solutions to improve and do better. Please, guys, if you get a chance, look at the very, very funny, humorous comedians, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Don Rickles. See, these were geniuses. These guys were so smart. They really knew how to make people come together through laughter. Don Rickles would insult every religion and every race, and everybody was laughing in unison together at themselves as a team. They weren't laughing against anyone. They were laughing at each other's funniness, ourselves. They were laughing at themselves. You understand? They were together. It was bringing people closer together. George Carlin, brilliant man. He says, why do I love my stuff and my stuff is my stuff, but other people's stuff is their shit? How can an airplane be a near miss? It was a near miss. He says, no, it wasn't. It was a near hit. It almost hit. If it nearly missed, it would have hit. It's not a near miss with the airplane. Oh, man, dude. These guys are brilliant. I mean, I can't do them justice. They're so great. Please search them. Let me know if you guys agree. Please stay safe out there. Really rough time we're in right now, but I think we'll get through it together. All right? Let's present solutions, come together as a team, and stop ripping each other down. Let's try to build each other up. Greg White, Beyond Comics. Peace.